Welcome to Therapy Book Thursday, and today we're going to read Tilda Tries Again by Tom Percival. So he has a series of books which I will hopefully be getting to at some point in my reading. I've already read one of his books in the past, so I hope you enjoy this and we'll talk a little bit about it at the end. Tilda Tries Again. Tilda's world was just as she liked it. She had her friends, her books, and her toys. Everything was just right. Until one day, Tilda's world turned. Upside down. All of a sudden, everything was topsy-turvy, and nothing felt right anymore. Things that had once seemed simple now felt incredibly difficult. Tilda didn't feel like seeing her friends. In fact, she didn't feel like doing anything. Everything just seemed too hard. Eventually, Tilda gave up and decided to do nothing. Then one day, Tilda saw a ladybug stuck on its back. Its tiny legs waggled in the air. "Poor little thing," she said. "You're all topsy-turvy, just like me." As Tilda tried to work out how to help, the ladybug wriggled and struggled. It was no use. Tilda's heart sank. But then the ladybug tried again, and again, and again, until at last it flew free. Tilda thought about this. The ladybug hadn't given up, so neither would she. She found her toy blocks and tried building something. It worked. Tilda started to feel a bit better. After that, she tried reading her favorite funny book and laughed until her tummy ached. Then she went out to play in the yard. Everything still felt very strange, but Tilda tried her best. And the more Tilda tried, the more she found she could do. Although there was one thing she still felt was too hard. Tilda paused at the edge of the park and watched her friends. She almost left. But then Tilda remembered the ladybug. Could she be brave? Could she keep trying? Tilda decided that she could, and it was the best decision she ever made. Even though her world was still a little topsy-turvy, Tilda felt she could cope. And because she felt she could cope, her world seemed less topsy-turvy. From that day on, whenever Tilda's world felt a bit wobbly, she just tried her best. And if that didn't work, Tilda tried again. The end. I love this book. It's very general, so it doesn't tell you what happened that caused Tilda's world to go topsy-turvy. So this can be good for any child going through anything, as a grief and trauma therapist, I often think of those things, but any change that a child may go through can send children into feelings of topsy-turviness. So if you're in a classroom reading books like this as they start the new year, sometimes that can be all topsy-turvy, or after big changes in a classroom or in a child's life, divorce, separation, death, friends leaving, moving, anything like that. Those big changes can be really hard for children, and so helping them to read this and see that their feelings are normal, and that they can try. That's the other message in here, is that trying helps them to learn what does and does not work. And so just because it doesn't work, like the ladybug, just because it doesn't work each time you try it, doesn't mean that it won't eventually work. You just may need to do things a little different, and that can help them get through. So I hope you like this book, and join me next Thursday for Therapy Book Thursday, and I'll see you then.